Take a look around you the next time you are in public. Look at the men in their 60s, 70s, and beyond. What do you see? You see a sea of surrender. Men who have accepted the cultural narrative that aging means fading away. Men who are literally and metaphorically shrinking. But every now and then, you see an anomaly. A man with silver hair, but the posture of a warrior. A man who doesn't just look not fat, but actually looks athletic. Statistics show that less than 12% of men over 60 maintain genuine, functional athleticism. Why are there so few of them? It is not because of genetics. It is not because of luck. It is because 88% of men fall into a trap. When they decide to get fit, they use methods designed for 25-year-olds, and those methods break them. Today, we are going to dismantle the lies. We will explore why the traditional gym advice is destroying your joints, the biological secret of recovery, and the exact blueprint to rebuild an athletic body after 60. This isn't about looking like a bodybuilder. It is about moving like a predator rather than a prey. Let's open the manual. Let's diagnose the failure. Why do so many older men start training only to quit 3 weeks later? First, a misunderstanding of biology. As you cross 60, your body aggressively sheds type 2 fast-twitch muscle fibers. These are the fibers responsible for explosive power and catching yourself when you fall. If you don't specifically train them, they vanish. Second, wrong goals. Many men walk into the gym trying to recreate their 25-year-old physique. They chase vanity, bicep peaks, and six-packs. The sovereign senior chases functional power. He trains to ensure he never needs help lifting a suitcase, opening a door, or standing up. Third, bad advice. Following a 6-day-a-week, high-volume program designed by a 30-year-old fitness influencer is a recipe for joint destruction. Your tendons and cartilage cannot handle the sheer mechanical tension of heavy, low-rep ego lifting anymore. You must stop training for an ego boost and start training for survival. Section number 2. Recovery is the new training. This is the hardest psychological shift for men to make. You believe that progress happens while you are sweating in the gym. False. The gym is where you inflict trauma. You create micro-tears in the muscle. If you stay in the gym too long, you are just digging the hole deeper. You only grow when you are recovering. At 30, your body could heal from a heavy squat session in 48 hours. At 65, your central nervous system and connective tissue might need 72 to 96 hours to supercompensate, grow stronger. If you train hard every day, your body is bathed in cortisol, the stress hormone. Cortisol is highly catabolic. It literally eats muscle tissue for energy. You must view sleep and rest days not as laziness, but as the actual period of construction. Respect the pause. Section number 3. The nutritional threshold. You can train perfectly, but if you do not provide the raw materials, the house will not be built. Older men suffer from a biological condition called anabolic resistance. This means your body is stubborn. It is inefficient at extracting amino acids from food and turning them into muscle. A 20-year-old can trigger muscle growth with 15 grams of protein. You cannot. If you graze on small amounts of protein throughout the day, you never send a strong enough signal to the brain to start building. You must hit the leucine threshold. You need a massive, concentrated dose of high-quality protein in a single sitting. You need at least 35 to 40 grams of protein per meal to break through the anabolic resistance and force your body to synthesize new tissue. Eggs, beef, fish, high-quality whey. Stop eating like a bird if you want to look like a lion. Section number 4. The intelligent blueprint. Quality greater than quantity. The 12% of men who are athletic do not live in the gym. They are surgical. They focus on compound, functional movements. Isolation exercises, like tricep extensions, do not trigger a massive hormonal response, and they do not train balance. You must train movements that mimic real life. The trap bar deadlift. safer on the lower back than a traditional barbell. It builds total body explosive power. The farmer's walk, picking up heavy weights and walking. This builds an iron core, a vice-like grip, and incredible cardiovascular endurance. The 45-minute rule: get in, stimulate the muscle, get out. After 45 minutes of intense training, your testosterone levels drop and cortisol spikes. Long marathon workouts are counterproductive. 3 days a week of intense, focused, compound movements will yield 100 times the results of 6 days of aimless machine work. Section number 5. The myth of maximum effort, the 2-rep reserve. This is the concept that separates the injured from the athletic. No pain, no gain is a lie that destroys senior men. Training to absolute muscular failure, where you physically cannot move the weight, causes immense damage to the central nervous system and joints. The goal of training is not to leave the gym feeling destroyed. The goal is to leave the gym feeling better than when you walked in. You must master the reps in reserve, RIR protocol. If you are doing a set and you know you could physically complete 10 repetitions before failing, stop at 8. You leave 2 reps in the tank. This provides 90% of the muscle-building stimulus, but completely avoids the systemic fatigue and joint trauma that happens during those last, desperate, form-breaking reps. Train to stimulate, not to annihilate. Let's summarize the action plan to join the 12%. Step 1. Calculate your protein. Take half your body weight in pounds. That is the minimum number of grams of protein you need daily. Divide it into 3 or 4 large meals. Step 2. Stop lifting to failure. Always leave 1 or 2 reps in the tank. Step 3. Focus on mastering one major compound movement, like the trap bar deadlift or goblet squat. Step 4. Prioritize 8 hours of sleep above all other activities. Why does this matter? Because the goal of building an athletic body at 60 is not to look like you are 30. The goal is to function, perform, and command respect better than 90% of the men who are 30. Women and society do not judge an older man by the circumference of his bicep. They judge him by his presence. An athletic body subcommunicates profound respect for oneself. It says, I have not given up. I am still capable. I am a force to be reckoned with. That physical sovereignty translates to emotional independence. You don't need anyone to carry your bags, open your jars, or fight your battles. You are the patriarch. The iron is waiting. Pick it up and reclaim your throne. If you are ready to forge the iron, hit the like button. Subscribe for more blueprints to the sovereign life. Case closed.